Would you know what world-class honey tasted like if you tried it? New Zealand is notorious for its quantities of the liquid gold, but now one Kiwi company can claim it has the best tasting honey in the entire world. Joining us now is Manawa Honey CEO Brenda Tahi. Brenda, welcome to the program and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ryan. Yes, it's a great thrill for us. Yeah.
What is the secret?
Okay, so the secret, we would say, is Te Urewera, which is the forest in which we produce our honeys right here in the heart of the North Island, in the heart of the fish, as we say, the Manawa Honey.
This is where the bees are getting their feed.
It's a reflection of the provenance. Yeah. Sorry?
This is where the bees are getting their feed.
Yeah, and so it's just the provenance of the area that's and of the forest and of the soils, everything about the climate and the diversity of the vegetation here that just is reflected in the honey in such a way that it outcompeted the honeys from across the world in this contest.
It's incredible. Can you tell us about the contest? Because it's the Black Jar International Honey Competition. What is the method? How do they determine the winner?
Okay, so the judging starts after all the entries. Around about 600 entries is what we worked out was in this competition. And there's rounds and rounds of tasting with at least 5 judges in each round that starts in their spring. So it goes on over a period of months that it's conducted until the finals in June. And the method is to cover the jar with a black cloth bag. And that's why it's called the Black Jar Contest, so that the judges can't see the contents, they can't see the brand, they don't know where it's from. They've actually fed the taste on a black straw so that they can't see the colour of the actual honey, and they can only determine the texture of the honey when it reaches their mouth. And so they actually have people feeding it to the judges. Judges aren't allowed to share their response. They're not allowed to comment because it's to try and take all other factors out of the judging of the honeys. So it is only taste by which the honeys are assessed.
That's fantastic. It's like a true blind tasting. One thing I'm interested in, Brenda, and you might be able to explain this for me with honey, how do honey varieties get their taste, so that all honeys don't taste the same?
So this is one of the wonderful things about bees. I mean, they're such a wonderful creature for our Earth, our planet. And but one thing is that they go out to a source of floral nectar is where the honey comes from, and they will go out each day to check what's the optimal source. So it may not be the closest, but it'll be the best closest. That is what they consider. And the scouts will then come back to the hive and communicate with the rest of the hive where this optimal source is. And so the rest of the bees go there and don't go to other sources that may be available at the time. And so the bees are perfect in the way in which they produce their lines of honey. It is only in the shed, when you bring the honey into the shed for extraction, that it is people that sometimes will mix it up and blend it in a way in which the bees have not. So, but you can get these good lines of honey by being careful about the way in which you extract your honey and how you take it from the hive, the timing with which you take it from the hive. Yeah.
Brenda, I think this is absolutely fantastic, and what a great honour for you and for your crew. That is Manawa Honey CEO Brenda Tahi. Te Urewera, the forest is where this honey comes from, and it is the best tasting in the world. Totally blind test, so that is absolutely fantastic. Well done to you guys. We'll have to go and buy some. This is the AM show. Great to have you with us this morning. The time now is 7 o'clock.